Peeps.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Welcome to another video. Today it's my February lookbook, but I have a special guest for the beginning because Mum has finished his Colette Patterns Walden Negroni shirt, which was a gift from the lovely Hannah for the KB pattern swap. Yep. And she spoiled you, didn't she? Because she actually sent you the fabric as well. She sent me the fabric. The buttons. And she'd washed it. Yes. So we didn't have to. And the buttons. Yes. Yes. She sent you, has she, yeah. So it was the fabric, there was chocolate. Yes. And was there something else? I mean, I know there was a Ziploc bag. Maybe that's why I was thinking there was something else. But yes, anyway, so there was chocolate, there was fabric, there was the pattern, there was edible, buttons. And then there was goodies. Yes. So yes. Mum has made the shirt and it is awesome. It's lovely, isn't it? I love it. Yeah. It's just what I wanted. Excellent for the activities that what do I do? I have no idea. What do you do? Alright. For my outdoor activities. It's extremely warm, very comfortable to wear, and it's lovely, lovely to the touch. Yeah, it's a brushed cotton or a flannel. It feels so soft. It's lovely. Yes. So. And then, if you really want to scrutinise it, it's extremely well finished. Yes. I mean, it's got all these fancy seams in the side and flat felt seams and tower plackets. Yeah. And yeah, there's a few changes that we're going to make to the pattern. Well, Mum's going to make to the pattern because you'd like another one, right? Wouldn't you? Yes. Yeah. But. Thank you very much, Hannah. Yes, thank you. I'm going to make him do a twirl outside for you, so I'm going to insert that now. Okay. The magic of editing. I don't twirl. Strut? I'll pose. Oh God. Okay. So you have been enjoying the wonderful. I'll be looking out to sea. I should be smoking Marlboro, but I don't smoke, do I? No. But yeah, so that's the fabric washing fairy for you, and you can escape now. But I'm very happy. Good. Very pleased with it. You got spoiled by everyone. Mum for making it and Hannah for sending it. I wasn't going to make it. No, I know you weren't going to make it. No one thought. I thought you were going to make it. No, I wasn't. You'll cut that out. I'll duck that out. Yes. Okay. I'm going to let him go now. Am I dismissed? You are. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope you enjoyed that cameo from the fabric washing fairy. Can't have too much of a good thing, so I have let him escape and I'm going to finish off the rest of this video by myself. So February sewing plans, I was super ambitious and I did get a lot of things done. There were a few that have fallen by the wayside though, and I will be trying to get some of those completed in March, as you will have seen if you watched that fabric haul and sewing plans video. So the first thing, this was the last thing that I finished, but the first thing that I'm going to show you is my Swoon Patterns Annette handbag, and I love it. I think it's brilliant. It's with the tapestry fabric that I have for sale up in my shop. I know there's a couple of you that bought some of it for bag making already, and I highly recommend it. I wore this to the knitting and stitching show, got loads of compliments on it. The only downside is the size. This is not big enough for me. I am going to use this as my camera bag, but I am going to make myself the commuter tote size, which is the one that I've made before, and I'm going to use that as my everyday bag because I just like having the ability to carry around all of my stuff in one go. So there's the Annette, the Swoon Patterns Annette bag, and I made a matching necessary clutch wallet, and again this wallet is slightly too big for this bag, but it would be the perfect size for the commuter tote. This wallet carries around everything. Mum said herself she wouldn't use this as an everyday wallet. She uses hers as an evening bag because of the size of it, but for me it's perfect. And again, I've used the tapestry fabric and I think it's worked really well. You do need to be careful with the tapestry fabric with placement, especially if there are center points, because this line here is just ever so slightly off center, which makes it look a little bit squiffy. But this is my one and I will use it and I love it. And I think the faux leather looks really nice as well. This is from the textile centre and I'm really sorry, but I bought all of it that they had because I love the colour so much, so there isn't any more of that. but the faux leathers that they do get in are great, and I'm looking for some alternatives on eBay, and I found a few suppliers, so I will share those with you when I put those fabrics up on the channel. So I really like this one. I also made some more of the McCall's shrugs because I really like the shape of them. I think they are perfect for the type of silhouette that I wear all the time, so the nipped in waist. And this is from, again, this fabric's from the Textile Centre, and it is this kind, it's grey and then it's got gold flecks, metallic gold flecks through it, so it's a really unusual colour, but I really like how this one has turned out. This fabric is very lightweight, so it's actually stretched quite a lot at the back, but again, this is an added layer of warmth. I think it's really pretty, and I think it suits the types of dresses that I wear, so I'm really pleased with this one. And you can just about see it here. I finished my turquoise circle skirt, which is for the tutorial. The fabric for this is from the fabric room, and it's beautiful. I think it's a really lovely weight. It works really well for the circle skirt. I like it with bias binding on the bottom. I love that little flash of rainbow colour I get when I walk and I twirl. So I'm really pleased with this one, and I think the tutorials come out really well as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think of that. I've got some more stuff to show you. I will be back right 1 second. I can't remember the pattern number for this pattern, but I will put a picture of it here. This is the Air Force Blue knit that I got from the Textile Centre. This is slightly heavier weight than the Goldie Grey one, and again, I've worn this to the knitting and stitching show. I wore it over some of my scuba dresses, and it works really well. I think it's really, I like how the silhouette works with all the sort of waisted skirts and things that I make. So yes, very pleased with this one. Promise that I've got another one of these to show you, but that is it for this pattern for a while. I will retire it. I've bought myself the Jennifer Lauren Juniper cardigan, so I should be giving that one a try next. The other thing that I finished in February, you can just about see here, is my half circle skirt out of this beautiful crepe that I got from M. Rosenberg at, I think it was the Festival of Quilts 2 years ago now. I started making this skirt in June last year, I want to say, and I let the bias on the hem drop until January, because, you know, 6 months, you need to make sure that the bias has fully done what it needs to do. So I'm really pleased that I finally got this one finished. It's a beautiful skirt. I like the half circle skirt silhouette. I think that's really pretty. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. And this is the last of the McCall shrugs that I have to show you. This was destined to go on holiday with me to Lanzarote. I got it cut out, but I didn't get it finished in time. So I have just finished it off this month. I actually kind of like it with this skirt because there are some dark greens in this skirt, so I think it picks it up quite nicely, and I like the whole outfit. So again, really pleased with this one. A slight learning curve with this one because the cuffs get turned back. Beforehand I sewed them so that the seam was on the inside, which is the traditional way of doing it, but after realising that I wanted to turn the cuffs back, I've started doing it so that the seam is actually on the outside, and then you turn the cuff back over it, and that means there's just a nice finish on the inside there. Really pleased with this one, and this one will also go really well with all of the Savannah print items that I made, so the top, the skirt and the dress, and then the other bits and pieces that I made in January as well. So really pleased with this. So as you guys know, I'm taking part in the Sew My Style challenge, and so far I have managed to sew one of the patterns, and that was 18 days after the due date, but I got it done. It is the Friday Pattern Company Sunny dress, and if you remember seeing it on my vlog, I think there was an unfortunate pattern placement that I ended up with a really dark patch here, which kind of just drew attention to my stomach, and I wasn't overly sure. But let me know what you think in the twirls now that I've got makeup on and high heels on and I've styled it, because I think with that other one as well, I just finished it and it was no makeup, flat, you know, it wasn't the best look I've ever put out there. But I have to say, I do kind of like this dress. I'm pleased with all the changes that I made to it. So I've added a neckband, I've added little cuffs to the sleeves, and I added a hem facing because lots of people were saying how much of a nightmare it was to hem that curved hem neatly. So I just drew an 1.5 inch deep piece that was the same, mirrored the same shape as the hem, sewed those together, right sides together, turned it inside out and top stitched it, pressed it and top stitched it down, and that was so easy to hem it that way. And again, I prefer the look of cuffs and a neckband rather than just turning the fabric under and stitching it. So pleased with this, as in I'm pleased that I got it done. I think I'll wear it. I think I'll wear it when I'm having skinny days. A lot of you guys were talking about Spanx. I've never had any Spanx. I think I might need to invest. I think you might be right. So yeah, I love this fabric. I think slightly unfortunate print placement there, but I can see this as a useful pattern, and I do like the idea of the t-shirt like this as well. So I may make this one again as a t-shirt, maybe as a dress. We shall see. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know you guys have already told me about this before because when I showed you, but let me know what you think now you've seen it styled. So yes, there's this one. Same fabric, different dress. This is this month's or last month's sew along dress, and I love this. It is so comfortable. I think I do actually need to take it in just a little bit more on the sides. When I wore it to salsa dancing, when I was turning in the dress. I could feel that the dress wasn't turning with me, I was turning inside of it, if that makes sense. But I love this. I love this silhouette. I think I would like to add wrist length sleeves to it, so I may steal the sleeves from the Jackie dress and put those on this. Other than that, I think this pattern's wonderful. I can definitely see myself making this in a woven as well, and I have loads, as you know, I have loads more scubas, and I can see myself colour blocking it with like a solid for the waist pieces and then patterned on top and the bottom. So there's loads of options with this one, but I'm really pleased with it, and I'm so glad that so many of you enjoyed the sew along, and that there were a few things in there like the putting the neckbands in that were helpful and stuff like that. So that's really awesome, and it's always lovely when you guys comment and tell me that oh, I'd not thought of doing that before, I like that idea. That's always a great thing. So thank you very much for everybody's support for the sew alongs, it's very much appreciated. So I have another knit piece here, and it's the same fabric as the shrug. It's the grey stuff with the gold metallic fleck through it. This pattern is a mashup between the Cameo boxy hoodie and the seamwork Astoria. So I have got the waistband from the seamwork Astoria, I have the body and cuffs, and these are cuffs that are doubled up fabric all the way up to here from the Cameo pattern, and this is just a rectangle that I've added on so that I have like a roll neck. So it's a really sloppy one because of this fabric is very lightweight, but I'm really pleased with this. It's really comfortable to wear. The cuffs, the fabric is not quite as tight as I would have liked it, but I don't think that I don't mind the cuffs falling slightly onto my hands. I prefer them to be too long than too short, and I love the back wing nature of it. I love the fact that it cinches in at the waist, and again, this is not the snuggest of fabrics, so it's very comfortable to wear. I have it on over that dress that I've just shown you, but I would wear this with high-waisted trousers, that kind of thing. Probably put a belt on with it. That's how because this was inspired by Urban Outfitters. This was inspired by an Urban Outfitters jumper that I had two of, that had the big neckline, fitted back wing, cuffs. So not quite the same because the waistband was much higher, but it was very similar to this. And yeah, I just really love this jumper. So very pleased with this one, and I will probably be making some more of these, but not now. Come when it gets to start being colder again, which we're not going to think about or even talk about, because no, summer, spring, we need some warmth. One more thing to show you. So this is my Victory Patterns Jackie dress in the denim look Ponte that again I got from the textile centre. I don't think they have any more of it, but they do have some beautiful things in, so I'll list them down below and you can have a look, and I'm so sorry to your bank balance now. I love this dress. I wore it to day one of the knitting and stitching show. It's very comfortable. It is very stylish, I think. I feel really put together in it, but comfortable. It's the ultimate secret pyjamas kind of thing, and I got so many compliments on it as well, which was lovely. It was really nice. Now I do have a slight issue with the back of this dress, the split at the back. The facings, I have understitched them, I've pressed them, I have done everything that I'm supposed to, and they still just want to roll out a little bit. So I will make this dress again, and if I do, because I'm going to have a play around with the pattern and see if I can make it into a scoop neck. Although I have seen this Vogue pattern, which I think might be, I might buy that and just trace that rather than fussing with the jacket dress, but we'll see. But I think when I make this version again with the high neck, what I'm going to do is, rather than cut out the facing pieces, I'm going to cut out 2 of the back pieces, because if I attach those at the side seams together so that the facing, because at the moment the facing is finished, but then it kind of finishes halfway between the back pieces, so it's attached at the bottom and the top, but the sides it's not, so it's just under tension. So if I use the back piece and put that into the seam, I think that will work better, and I think that way it's going to have, it'll be attached on the sides as well as the bottom and at the top, so it shouldn't want to roll out as much as this one does. But I'm not going to stop that letting me wear this one, because I love it. I think it's lovely. I'm really pleased with it. And I had 3 meters of this fabric, so you can squeeze this dress out, and this print is directional as well, so I was being really careful about it, but I did manage to squeeze it out 3 meters, so that's awesome. That is everything that I got made in February. So I didn't get the Romana coat done, but I'm going to do that this month, and I didn't get the tops that I had cut out done, and I didn't do the closet case patterns pyjamas, which are cut out and just needing to be constructed. So next door I have 3 tops sat there, the pyjamas, and I haven't even the only thing that I've done with the Romana coat is trace it out, so I need to get some calico and get myself a muslin of that made up so I can then cut into my fabric. But I think I did quite well for February. I got everything that I wanted to do done that I could wear to this knitting and stitching show, so I'm really pleased with that. Let me know what's your favourite in the comments down below. Be kind. If you don't like something, that's totally fine and not a problem, just be kind. Not that you guys aren't, but you know what I mean. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!